Welcome to the Bare Metal Cyber CCISO Prepcast. This series helps you prepare for the exam with focused explanations and practical context. Digital forensics is a critical capability within a mature cybersecurity program. It supports incident response, litigation readiness, and regulatory investigations by enabling the secure collection, analysis, and preservation of digital evidence. Forensics allows an organization to determine what happened during an incident, how it occurred, and who was responsible. This enables attribution, supports remediation, and provides the foundation for legal and regulatory defense. Whether responding to a targeted attack, insider threat, or compliance breach, digital forensics is essential for defensibility. It ensures that evidence is handled properly and that investigative conclusions are based on verifiable data. In post-incident review, forensic insights help organizations understand root causes, identify control gaps, and improve security posture. Executives rely on digital forensics not only for technical accuracy, but also for accountability, transparency, and assurance in high-stakes scenarios. The CISO plays a strategic leadership role in ensuring forensic readiness. This begins with establishing formal policies for evidence handling, chain of custody, and investigative authorization. These policies must be aligned with legal requirements and integrated into incident response procedures. The CISO must also ensure that the organization has the necessary tools, staffing, and documented procedures to support forensic response. This includes storage solutions, forensic imaging software, and triage kits. Because forensics intersects with privacy, employment law, and contractual obligations, coordination with legal and HR teams is essential. The CISO must also promote forensic readiness within IT and cloud environments by ensuring that logging, retention, and access controls support investigative needs. When engaging external forensic experts, the CISO must oversee vendor contracts, define service-level agreements, and ensure non-disclosure protections are in place. Proactive planning reduces response time and increases credibility when investigations are required. For more cyber-related content and books, please check out cyberauthor.me. Also, there are other podcasts on cybersecurity and more at baremetalcyber.com. Digital evidence comes from multiple sources. On endpoints, this includes logs, memory snapshots, registry entries, file system data, and malware artifacts. These artifacts provide visibility into how attackers gained access and what actions were taken. Network-based evidence includes packet captures, firewall logs, intrusion detection alerts, and flow data. These help reconstruct attack paths and identify command and control behavior. In cloud environments, forensic evidence may include API call logs, object storage access records, and virtual disk images. Many cloud providers offer audit logs and activity trails, but access and retention vary. Email systems and messaging platforms such as Microsoft 365, Gmail or Slack provide artifacts relevant to phishing, social engineering, or data leakage. Identity platforms such as Active Directory, single sign-on solutions, and identity access management systems offer crucial evidence for tracking compromised credentials or abnormal access. Understanding where digital evidence resides and how to collect it is essential for effective forensics and supports the accuracy of investigative outcomes. Chain of custody is a core concept in digital forensics. It refers to the documented trail of evidence from the moment it is collected through storage, analysis, and eventual reporting. Each person who handles the evidence must be recorded, and the evidence must be protected from tampering. Using cryptographic hashes helps verify the integrity of collected data, ensuring that what is analyzed is the same as what was originally collected. Evidence must be stored in tamper-proof locations and protected using secure access controls. Logging must be protected to prevent retroactive edits. Adherence to proper chain of custody procedures ensures that findings are admissible in court, defensible in regulatory reviews, and reliable in executive reporting. The CISO must ensure that all responders and investigators are trained in these procedures and that policies are enforced across internal and third-party teams. Organizations may choose to build internal forensic capabilities, contract with external providers, or operate hybrid models. Internal teams offer fast response times and strong institutional knowledge. However, they require significant investment in training, tools, and legal alignment. External forensic experts provide specialized capabilities, experience in litigation support, and neutrality. They are especially useful in large-scale breaches, high-profile investigations, or when regulatory reporting is required. Hybrid models are increasingly popular, combining in-house triage with external escalation. When using vendors, contracts must include service-level agreements, non-disclosure clauses, and clear roles for evidence access, storage, and reporting. The CISO must select partners carefully, balancing cost, readiness, and the sensitivity of the cases involved. A clear understanding of when to escalate to third parties and how to coordinate with them is essential for streamlined response. Digital forensics plays a central role in incident response. During active incidents, forensic teams collect both volatile and non-volatile data to preserve evidence before systems are shut down or rebooted. Memory dumps, live network captures, and running process lists may be collected first, followed by disk imaging and system logs. This information supports timeline reconstruction, detailing attacker activity from initial access to lateral movement and data exfiltration. Forensics helps validate eradication by confirming that malware or persistence mechanisms have been fully removed. It also ensures that incidents are properly closed and not subject to reoccurrence. Forensic data feeds into detection and prevention processes. Lessons from one investigation may lead to new alerting rules, improved segmentation, or changes in authentication policies. The CSO must ensure forensic activity is fully integrated into incident response playbooks, allowing timely, consistent, and legally sound response efforts. Legal and regulatory compliance is deeply intertwined with digital forensics. Investigations must comply with data privacy laws, labor regulations, and breach disclosure rules. For multinational organizations, jurisdictional differences may restrict how evidence is accessed or transferred. For example, moving data across borders without proper authorization may violate GDPR or other international regulations. Legal counsel must be involved in planning, authorizing, and overseeing investigations, especially when involving employees, customers, or sensitive systems. The organization must be prepared for litigation holds, which require suspension of certain data, retention, or deletion processes. Courts may also require disclosure of evidence in regulatory inquiries or lawsuits. The CSO must ensure coordination with legal teams to ensure appropriate scope, defensibility, and procedural integrity. Regulators and law enforcement agencies may also require cooperation. Understanding how to engage these entities and under what conditions is a critical part of executive-level readiness. Executive communication during forensic investigations must be clear, timely, and non-technical. The CISO must provide leadership teams with regular updates, framing findings in terms of business risk, data exposure, legal obligations, and remediation actions. Communication should be coordinated with legal and public relations teams to ensure consistency and reduce reputational risk. Premature conclusions must be avoided, hypotheses should be clearly labeled, and only verified findings should be reported. Stakeholders should be briefed on known facts, current actions, and upcoming steps. Messaging must be aligned with disclosure requirements and tailored to the audience. For board-level briefings, the CISO must translate complex forensic findings into strategic narratives that highlight governance, accountability, and impact. These briefings are essential for restoring confidence and demonstrating control. After an investigation concludes, the focus shifts to documentation and continuous improvement. All findings, actions, decisions, and timelines must be recorded in a final investigative report. This document should include technical analysis, policy violations, containment and recovery actions, and recommendations. Based on the investigation, playbooks, controls, and risk assessments must be updated. If internal policies were violated or contributed to the incident, HR and legal teams may need to initiate disciplinary processes. Intelligence gained from the investigation should be added to threat models, detection rules, and training programs. Metrics, such as investigation duration, containment time, and recurrence, should be reviewed as part of program maturity assessment. These insights strengthen the overall incident response capability and reinforce governance. The CISO exam includes questions about digital forensics in strategic and legal contexts. Candidates should understand terms such as chain of custody, artifact, imaging, and volatility. Scenario questions may require the candidate to respond to an evidence handling error, prepare a board briefing, or coordinate legal disclosure. The exam tests the CISO's role in oversight, communication, and procedural readiness. But it also emphasizes how forensics integrates with incident response, legal strategy, compliance obligations, and audit processes. Mastering this topic demonstrates that the candidate is capable of leading under pressure, managing sensitive investigations, and supporting the organization's security, legal, and governance functions. Thanks for joining us for this episode of the Bare Metal Cyber CSO Prepcast. For more episodes, tools, and study support, visit us at baremetalcyber.com.